Hello, James. What did the Arsenal manager have to say today?
Hey, good afternoon. He had quite a bit to say actually today, but ultimately he's excited.
Feedback is positive from the gallery.
Excited for the challenge that he's got. Facing Manchester City on Sunday in the Community Shield, a challenge his Arsenal side are fully prepared for and ready for. He knows it's going to be tough, and it certainly will be, and the last 16 games they've only won once. That did come in an FA Cup semi-final victory at Wembley Stadium. Who'd be hoping in that's a good omen. But we did touch early on upon the article Aaron Ramsdale put out in the Players' Tribune. It was a really powerful piece where he talked about some very difficult subjects close to his heart. He wants to ensure that football becomes more inclusive to all in society, particularly his brother Ollie, who's gay. He wants him to feel safe going to football, and he has dreams and aspirations of celebrating on the Emirates Stadium pitch with his brother lifting a trophy in that matter. And I spoke to Mikel Arteta about it, and quite simply, the Arsenal manager is incredibly proud of his goalkeeper.
I think that goal was great, very open, very transparent. I think he expressed what he feels about the topics that he discussed, and I think he was very brave to do it the way he did it.
He spoke about you at one point, how you supported him during a really difficult time last season when his wife had a miscarriage. How's that feel, reading those words from a player of yours, and is that maybe an area of your job that people forget about, that personal touch?
Well, we cannot forget, because at the end we're dealing with people, with human beings, and we are responsible to manage a lot of decisions with the players and things that can affect their lives, you know. So we have a big responsibility there, and whenever we can, obviously, we have to support and be close to them, because I know how much it means, not only me, but the clubs, his teammates, everybody that bit supportive of things when they need to.
So Arsenal have spent upwards of £200 million this summer. It's been a busy one for them. Any news of future activity from Arteta today, James?
It's funny you asking that, really. It seems funny doing the amount of press conferences of Mikel Arteta that I do. You get nothing out of the Arsenal boss. He likes to keep his cards close to his chest, does Mikel Arteta. But look, Jurrien Timber, Kai Havertz, Declan Rice all come in very early on in the transfer window. But one thing that Arteta mentioned a week ago was the size of the Arsenal squad. He described it as unsustainable. There were 30 first-team players in that squad. Austin Trusty left the club yesterday to join Sheffield United, and the club are working hard to reduce those numbers. And he was asked about that. He was asked about a potential incoming in David Raya. This is what he said.
We are working on a few things. We have to make a few decisions. There's still time to do that. We are very happy with the squad that we have, that's for sure. But as well, we have to make sure that we can have and share the minutes in the right way for the team to have a healthy competition within the squad, and we are working on that.
Is there an optimum number of players you want in the squad?
Optimal people and optimal players, that's what I want.
Optimal people, optimal players is what he said. He was asked about David Raya later on, and he just quickly snubbed that question. As he always does, they like to do their business behind closed doors as much as they can. But look, it's pretty obvious that they're looking at still improving the squad. It's obvious that Mikel Arteta wants competition for all his places within his team. Now, if you read that article on Aaron Ramsdale, you can see how headstrong he is. So if David Raya does come in to offer competition for his place, it might well spur the Arsenal keeper on to even go to an even better level moving forward. But players will have to leave the club probably first before they bring in some new faces, the likes of Nicola Pepe and Albert Sambi Lokonga linked to moves away from the club. Expect those decisions to be made very soon, but building up to the end of the transfer window.
Thank you, James. Well, Pep Guardiola has been talking up Arsenal ahead of Sunday's Community Shield meeting. He reckons Arsenal are in a better place physically than his Manchester City. And Guardiola's also claimed his side's pre-season tour to Asia has taken its toll and was not the ideal preparation.
So normally when you won the title that we won, they give you the chance to fight for new ones, especially this Community Shield, the last 3 years we played. But against Sevilla and in next weeks and in Saudi Arabia in the winter time, so give you opportunity to play it once we are there. Of course, we are going to try. Now, know how we are right now, the situation that we are. So we finish 2 weeks later than Arsenal. We start 2 weeks later than Arsenal. So we are not in the best way. Always we struggle to restart every season. But it's a final, and hopefully our mentality can help us to be there and compete like we have to compete against them and try to win the title.
Well, Pep Guardiola has confirmed RB Leipzig centre-back Josko Gvardiol is having his Manchester City medical today. The clubs have agreed a £77.6 million fee for the Croatia defender. But that's not all. Guardiola has again stressed his desire to fight to keep Kyle Walker and Bernardo Silva at the club.
Well, regarding Gvardiol, what a beautiful surname he has. Regarding him, he's doing a medical test, so everybody knows he's here, and hopefully we can finish the deal in the next hours, next days. And regarding Kyle and Bernardo, what could I say? So they are so important player for us. We want him, yes or yes. We are going to do everything to. Of course, he is not like Gundo, like finish the contract. He has contract, so. But we want him to stay because he want to stay, and yeah, we will do everything because replace these two players is so difficult. We lost two incredible players for us, like Ilkay and Riyad, like in the last seasons were massively important, incredible goals, assists, and personalities in the big stages and big important games. And lose Kyle and Bernardo will be so difficult, and that's why we are going to do everything to keep them, and because they want, because they want really be here.